guys, my name is Celine Noel, and it's my passion to help you become the best version of yourself inside and out. Now, one thing that I'm super passionate about is financial freedom and independence, especially for women. Now, this is gonna be a super short video because my camera battery is not all the way charged. But I'm so passionate about helping women, and I think there are so many important ways and things that we can do as women to become more financially independent, because that is just a huge part of life, and being the best version of yourself inside and out in general. It really depends on how much money you can earn and how many people you can help in that way in your life. Now, today I wanted to talk about 3 things you can do to better manage your finances and just be more financially savvy, so that when those bad times come, and they will, you'll be ready for it and you'll be prepared, and you'll be so glad when you say, I am financially independent and I can take care of myself. That doesn't mean you don't have to rely on other people. It just means that you are solid. You have a good foundation for your finances. So let's jump right in. My first and best piece of financial advice is to create multiple sources of income. This is so imperative. I wish I could tell every young woman, I wish I could just come shake you through the camera and tell you to have multiple sources of income. This is so important. When COVID hit in 2020, I had multiple sources of income. I had multiple shops on Etsy, and they tanked. They were knocked out overnight because I sell digital invitations. So parties and social gatherings, those were all wiped out during COVID. And so it just hit me super hard, and I realized the importance of needing to have multiple businesses and multiple things to fall off on. When the hard times come, you will be ready for them. Even just working multiple jobs or having different things to fall back on. Create a side hobbies, side gigs, sell your clothes on Poshmark. Just find any ways that you can to make more money, to have more places to make money. Even if you have one job and that's your whole sources of income and you make a lot of money, that's great, but you need other sources of income to rely on. You can't just rely on that one job. What if the company goes out of business and you lose your job? What if, heaven forbid, you get fired or something happens and you can't work there anymore? It's just super important that you are prepared for these things and that you have multiple sources of income. The second thing I would say that is super important for managing your finances is to save 10% of your income. This is pretty easy. I know for some people it might sound a little bit difficult, but if you can just save 10% of everything that you bring in, your net 10%, so everything after expenses, you'll be super well off, because sometimes things happen and you need some cash just to have on hand. And if you don't have that, it becomes super stressful, and it's just not a good place to be. I actually read this book called The Richest Man in Babylon, and that's one of the rules. I can't quite remember what they're called, but it's one of the rules in the book is to keep 10% of all the gold or all the income that you have. And that's definitely one pillar of wealth that I would definitely recommend following on. The third tip and piece of financial advice I have for you guys, and this one's more given, but it's to be really smart with your spending. Now, the first piece of advice, have multiple sources of income, is good because you just want to make as much money as possible, but also keeping that money and learning how to manage it well is really important. So I would say that make sure you spend your money wisely. Please, please don't be stupid with how you spend your money. Do you really need that $500 handbag? Do you really need that $50 pair of shoes that you're gonna wear once to that dinner party? Do you really need all those clothes? For real, just be smart with what you have and try to adopt more of a minimalist lifestyle. Focus on getting a few items that you really love versus all this random junk that you don't need. And try to cut spending to a bare minimum. Just be smart with how you manage your money, and it does take practice, so don't feel bad if you're not quite there yet. But that is definitely my final piece of advice. Be smart with how you spend your money. Now, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you got some advice out of these tips that I have for you, because I truly use them and I think that they're very important, especially for women, and just being financially independent in general. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.